talking about.
Yeah, it's a pretty good podcast. Hi.
Hey.
Oh, hi. Here we are.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Oh, well, I was just going to tell you that so my podcast group meets soon, and so I'm always playing catch up on that.
So podcast group, that's like
It's like a book group, but it's a podcast group.
I know, I think that's funny.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of fun.
Kind of started in the
Pandemic
COVID thing, huh?
Well, no, it didn't. It started before that.
Oh.
It was like, it's moms that I've known over the years, and everyone's kids disperse, and so we're like, hey, how can we connect still? And so,
but nobody has time to actually read. But it's
well,
actually
but
a
lot
podcast,
of people are in book groups too. So yeah,
right.
It's podcast. People we choose the podcast collectively, and you either listen to the whole thing, or in this case, this month's is the heavyweight podcast, and I still am not totally clear. And I haven't listened to a ton, but the ones I've listened to have been really good.
Does it just have like single episode?
This one
in
is
there?
kind of a single
series
episode.
of one.
We've
thing?
listened to some that are full on series.
Oh, okay.
And so
right.
yeah. So anyway, heavyweight was kind of pick and choose, and the ones I've listened to have been good. It's more like This American Life.
It's sort of like
this one is
slice
like
of
stories.
life stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's good. So anyway.
Well, I listen to podcasts occasionally, and one that I do listen to, and it's called Beautiful Anonymous.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I've mentioned it before. It's kind of, I don't remember the host's name, but it's basically people just call in anonymously.
Oh yeah, you have.
And
talked
everybody
about
tries to get in, and they're just waiting, and finally they're like, "Hey, you're on Beautiful Anonymous," and then they pretty much talk about
I've
whatever
some of
they
that
want,
too.
like whatever that person wants to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
It is really interesting because there's just so slice of life stuff. You just don't even know what's out there.
Yeah.
There's so many different ways of
so
living.
So many things.
Yes.
To distract us.
I know. So what have you been doing lately?
Well, catching up on my podcast.
Right. But one thing we may not have mentioned before, but we both have started sort of a workout thing.
Oh yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, aren't you doing a yoga challenge?
Yeah, I'm challenging myself. I'm doing a 30-day challenge, and today was day 5.
Mm-hmm.
It was a nice kind of easy day, but
is it like 30 minutes of yoga?
It is 30 minutes of yoga for 30 days. So
okay.
yeah, it's
yoga
with Adrian. Yeah.
Adrian.
Yeah, and Benji, her dog.
Oh, Benji.
Which I kind of like that.
What kind of dog?
He looks kind of like a mutt, kind of an Aussie maybe, but he's called dark and splotchy.
Does he do yoga?
No, he likes to look out the window.
Oh,
but it's kind of fun how she comments on how cute he is.
Cute. That's fun. Working out is good. It's good for us all.
Where are you working out at?
I'm going to the Alloy Gym. Actually, I don't know that I've mentioned that live.
Oh, well, what's their shtick?
It's small group personal training.
So,
and it's really
what's a small group for them?
6 max in the gym, 1 trainer.
Are you all doing the same exercises?
Yeah, we're rotating.
Just
you can be, depending on the numbers that are there, but it's frequently you're partnered up, but you're doing individual thing. You're doing your own thing most of the time. It's great.
I feel like you've got some muscle.
I'm starting to, I have never been a gym person. I just don't. That is not in my wheelhouse. And so it's super intimidating. And then I have these kids that are pretty sporty, and a husband who's, very into fitness. And he's always said, it's important to do this, blah, blah, blah. And so anyway,
I've never been a sporty spice, not my wheelhouse. But the funny thing is, back when Jim and I lived in Albuquerque, I could dress super casual at my job, like shorts and a t-shirt.
Really?
And and my neighbors, they thought I was a PE teacher. No. That's the funny,
That's hilarious.
I know. It was really funny.
Oh, that is good. Okay, I've never heard that before. your other career in Albuquerque.
I know.
Okay, that's funny. I have a show. Oh, do we want to do a YouTube giveaway, or do we want to talk about show and tell, or what we're wearing?
Yeah, let's do YouTube giveaway first, then we can talk about that.
Yeah.
So, as many of you know, we do a YouTube giveaway. So every week, and the way you can get one of the prizes is you need to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and then comment on our most current YouTube. So that's how you're gonna do it. So this week, bang, 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 Patty D. She was actually the first commenter on our video last week. She's from Snohomish, Washington.
Snohomish or Snohomish?
I don't know.
Okay, she's from Washington. And Patty, you're going to get a skein of Hedgehog Fibers brand new base called Oh So Fine. It is super fine.
What's in it?
The color is Beach Bunny.
It's all wool.
It is 100% merino.
And it's fingering weight.
It is fingering.
About 450
Yeah.
grams.
Really pretty. So thank you
Lovely.
so much. And thanks to Hedgehog for
And
sending
this
that.
colorway
with the new
is,
shipment.
did you already say
Bunny.
it? Beach Bunny.
That's a good one.
And
Pretty
we are
sweet.
going to talk about some hedgehog in a little bit.
Yeah, we got our new Hedgehog, new colors from Hedgehog, and they're all, all that you would expect and more. They're yummy.
Yes.
We're going to talk about those.
Okay.
We have a few things to talk about.
We do.
What are you wearing?
Okay, so I looked through all of the videos in the past, like, I don't know, and I don't think I've worn this like this on here. So
with that top.
I'm always trying to figure out. I don't
know,
want to wear
I
the
always
same
look.
thing that I keep wearing. So this is called Juniper, and it is a Cocoknits pattern. I made it out of a Knit Collage Boucle.
Oh, yeah, you did.
remember?
I was going to argue with
And,
that, but yep, you're right.
And so the reason I made this was because I wanted a black sweater, but I wanted it done fast and quick.
Mm-hmm.
And so this sort of fit the bill.
Fit the bill.
Yeah,
That's
I wear
good.
it a lot.
That's cute.
We have some great
So
yarns
cute.
that it would be with. And you,
I'm
wearing your big
I wore
bud
clothes
overalls.
today so that I could try on my Felix that's in the works here. I was busy on the weekend with knitting, and for some reason I had set this aside. I mean, we're doing our pillows.
Right.
Maybe that was it. But then on Saturday I came home after working at the shop, and I'm like, I'm steeking this cardigan, which I did.
Yeah, it's just sort of like an announcement.
I cut it, I reinforced it, I cut it, I did the what's it's called, ribbing on the bands. Sorry, this is super awkward.
It's like new jewelry, everybody. We'll wear our magic loop.
Okay, and I'm
Okay.
using Viola.
Hey,
From Noro.
Can you stand up so people can sort of visualize the whole thing?
Sure. Cute,
Cute.
huh?
It's going to be fun with your big bud overalls.
I think it's going to be fun with a lot. I don't know that it's great with black.
Well, it sure
I mean,
makes
black.
the colors pop.
Yeah. I'm using Viola,
Or Viola.
Noro,
Yeah.
and Manada from Pascuali, which is mohair and silk and yak. So the yak just kind of cuts the sheen that the silk has.
Yeah, we say it's
Just
sort of
not quite. It's yummy.
gives it a matte, that eggshell
matte.
finish, like on your paint. Like
There you
always
go.
want
It's that
eggshell.
eggshell.
You never want flat. You only want eggshell.
Yeah, this is a nice one. It's kind of sleeps in the shop.
Yes,
But-
but it would be a.
Mm-hmm.
You know how it is when you sleep. It's all comfy.
Yeah.
So
And
well,
we have great buttons. I'm excited.
Yes, your buttons are from Australia.
I know.
I found.
We might
that
have to
the
have
last
Maddie
time we
bring
were
us
there.
some more of those buttons when she comes in
May. So Maddie's coming in March. I'm not
Oh,
sure
hang
I
on,
told
this is
it.
a problem.
I'm not sure I've told everybody this, but my in-laws have passed away in the past couple months, and so, but they passed away so close together that Jim's family decided to do a joint
A memorial thing.
memorial. So that's happening in March, and Maddie is coming for it. So I'm
That's nice.
excited.
And so are lots of other out of town nieces and nephews and
Yes,
stuff, right?
this,
So that's
it
great.
is going to be a full-on, family reunion, really. So,
That's what happens.
so
yeah, that's
yeah,
gonna be
and
nice.
then she'll be back in May too with
With
the
the
whole,
whole-
her whole little family.
Yeah.
She's just coming to be. She's like, I'm
Coming
happy to
from-
be a sister and a daughter on this visit. So,
Not a mom.
yep. Feel guilty that she's not a mom, at that
yeah,
time.
she'll be
So,
Okay, well, here's
Okay,
that. Okay,
yes.
that's that.
All
All right.
right.
We're also going to talk a little bit. We have to talk about the wrap up kind of
Right.
Snuggle Along. And then we're going to give another push for Soxies.
right.
And we have some other things that we're piggybacking on. We have a full thing.
We have a full slate.
We also wanted to do a little bit of a stretching demo-ish.
Yeah, because
Stretching is good.
We both, and a lot of people we know are, they're bending over their work. They're They're texting.
We're knitting
They're
a lot.
knitting, they're crocheting, and it just really wreaks havoc sometimes on your neck and your shoulders. So we want to show you some stretching.
If we can maintain it, we might try to do it every week. Just give you a little bit of reminders.
Right.
Also, on the weekend, the Longmont Yarn Shop, the Fiberside Chats, they chatted with Mary Ann Gebhardt. And she's a yoga instructor and a knitter, and so she did a full-on yoga thing during for the Fiberside Chat. So watching that, I picked up a few things to share today with that. So
do you want
sure.
Do you want to do that first?
I made a couple notes.
Okay, why don't you do what you did, and then I'll fill in with some of the stuff that we did back in the
I don't
day.
think I want to do actually all the notes that I did. The thing that I really liked from that I can remember was this massage that she did on her palms.
Oh, really?
With your opposite thumb, and really just dig into
sort of
your
like
hands,
a deep tissue massage,
and go all the way down to your each finger.
Oh,
and it felt good. I mean, I think yoga always feels good.
Right.
You could do that for your yoga challenge. Like, tune into the Mary Jane.
Oh, yeah.
If you do Longmont Yarn Shop's
Does
Fiberside
she have like
Chats,
a video thing?
Well, I don't know. Maybe.
Huh.
If you do the Fiberside Chats, and coming up this weekend, they have Alicia Plummer.
So
she's not yoga, but she's a great designer. She did the Willard sweater.
Right, and that little
one that you
sweater
did.
that I made Hayden.
So you can sign up at longmont.com, but then scroll down to us.
It's actually just look for Fiberside Chats, and I will make sure that we'd have a Fiberside Chat page on our website, so I will just update and make sure that that Alicia's
we'll
on
link
there.
that in there. But anyway, this if you, and then you have access for about a week to the chat if you can't actually watch it, on the Sunday at 11 a.m. or whenever it is.
Okay.
So that's what I did with the yoga.
All right.
So anyway, this
What else?
thumb. Well, that was kind of it. That I don't want to. We have got a lot to talk about.
Okay.
So just this whole massage your whole hand. And then she did something here too, in the middle of your like a divot.
Maybe if anybody comes in and asks, we can do a little demo too.
You bet.
Okay.
So, and then way back in 2020, we
Yes.
did a
we
stretching
looked
thing
back,
together.
It was video number 6. So if you really need to find it, we'll link to it in our
before
thing
we
too.
did a weekly video, which started during COVID. Before we would do these, random pop on, do a video,
Right,
and they were usually pretty unscripted. But
Yeah,
we
but
did
this was a
decide
good
that
one.
one was. I mean, I think we felt like that.
I watched it.
Yeah.
I think we did really
Yay! Good job.
So there's just a few simple exercises that I do, and I do it on a regular basis.
Oh, yeah, your doctor had said that.
Yes, and so it's mainly kind of stretching out your neck here and the back of your neck here that we just end up, So one really basic one was when I hold my hand, I'm like this, hey.
Okay, I'll do opposite.
All right, and then you're going to bend your arm, and then your head goes with it. And you do that about 10 times.
That does feel good.
Yeah, it feels really good. Now, if you're sitting in a chair, you'd want to hold on to the chair. You can do it standing up, where you've got your other arm stretched down to sort of stretch out that neck.
Support.
Yep.
Remember when we did chair yoga with Callie?
Yes,
That was fun. We should do that again.
Who had a baby?
Yeah.
And then the other side, of course.
That's not going to work.
Well, yeah, you should have done it the same way.
I know, but then I was going to hit you.
Okay, and then there's one that probably you've done many times on your own, but you didn't know why. You really should do it. So it's just holding onto your head and then just holding this stretch. You do it for about 30 seconds.
I'm feeling lopsided. I'm going this way. Oh, yeah, that's better.
And so you want to kind of turn your neck a little bit just to kind of find that sweet spot so you know that you really are stretching where you need to. And I always like to say, we're not doctors.
Yeah.
Full disclaimer, this is just...
Or certified yoga instructors.
Yes, but, you know, they're telling people like us to do this.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the other one was, it was for the back of the neck right here. So you would just put your finger on your chin, and that just really acts as a guide, so you know you're moving your chin. This is where we look really
the double
funny,
chin.
and we get double chins, so don't laugh. I
Already
have
have double
more
chins.
of one. Now it's a triple chin. So you would just move your head back, but kind of leave your finger there so you can really know that you're moving. And so you would do that about 10 times, and then the sister exercise is pretty much the same thing, but you move back. But then as you keep your chin in, you move your neck back, but trying to keep your chin in at the same time. And I really can feel it right here. So as I was training with my other trainer, he said part of it too is that our rhomboids back here are not strong enough. It's really hard to kind of exercise your rhomboids. So that is a muscle that keeps your posture better. And so if that's not strong, then
it affects everything.
Everything
it
kind
really
of just
does affect everything.
So those are just a few stretches that I think we just wanted to share with everybody, and they're just ones to do all the time. So
Well, they're ones to do like probably every 20 minutes.
well, they
if you're
said
sitting
after
and
every
knitting.
knitting session, or
Yeah.
reading,
Yeah.
you know, or me on the computer, you
Computer.
know, all that
Ugh.
stuff.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
are all doing that.
Okay,
so.
we'll try to remind everyone
Okay.
about that, including ourselves.
All right.
Okay.
So,
Wrapping up,
snuggle along.
Snuggle Along has been good.
We've had so many cute pillows. We've tried to post
We
some. I
posted
don't
this
know
one.
if we talked about this. Definitely didn't get this. This
So
is
cute.
2 different colors of Freya sport weight together. Crocheted. Start right here. And then you work your way out, and you actually create a really big square, and then you fold it in, and you sew it here. Isn't that? It's just gorgeous.
It's really eye-catching.
It's
We did a little reel with that. That was fun. We have Laquita brought us.
She actually started a pillow, but it turned into a blanket.
Look at this.
We're in love.
That
with
feels
this.
so good. Oh, it's so
Thank
snuggly.
you.
She used the Ikigai Chibi
Alpaca.
Alpaca Chunky. Here's some colors. And she did pops from Tin Can Knits.
Isn't that just incredible?
That is so pretty. It's gorgeous, Laquita. We want to
she
keep
did
it.
an incredible job.
Yeah, that's really pretty.
I mean,
it started out with, we had a trunk show, and it was like a lumbar pillow. So if you can imagine,
I think it was just like 8.
it was
like
like
4
8.
across.
Yeah, it was cute, really
Yeah,
cute.
really
it was not.
cute.
It was. I think it was 4 and 2,
Yeah.
and yeah,
So it's kind
Maybe
of a
3.
bolster.
maybe
Maybe
3.
a bolster pillow.
Yeah.
Well, whatever.
Anyway, and Laquita's like, oh, I'm going to make that pillow, and then she started it, and she said, I'm going to make this
I need
into
a
a blanket.
And I think she said it take her about 45 minutes to do
Per
one
pop.
of these.
Yeah.
So, you know, you could do 2 or 3 a night, maybe, depending on what
Super
you're doing.
fun.
But making sure that you stretch in between every square.
That's right. And so, Pop is a fun pattern. Tin Can Knits.
And I think her original pattern was actually made with
Freya?
Noro.
Oh, it was
Wherever that
Noro.
went.
Here.
Yeah. So if you look at her original, it is out of Noro.
Oh, yeah, it is. And she set it up with white.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I mean, it's always been on my
And
on
she
my
was using
favorites.
Ito, which is a little stronger than the Viola in colorways. But anyway, cool.
Yeah, stronger, not fiber content.
Not
it's
stronger.
the same exact
colors, more intense.
fiber, right?
More intense
Yeah,
colors.
Yeah.
So this
So-
is yummy.
So
A
this would
really
be
nice way to end Snuggle Along.
I know. This would be a great project for anybody to jump into, really.
It'd be a nice portable project, really.
And the nice thing about it, I noticed, you know, is it's kind of hard to make a huge investment on a lot of yarn right away. But the way she did it is she just bought a few skeins at a time and just came in and picked up stuff. So
I love these colors.
I
really
do
all
too.
the
I love
colors
the
she got.
marls that they
This
have.
pale pink. Oh, that's so pretty.
I know.
And that chartreusey.
Yep.
Yum.
I know.
And is this gray or blue?
I
This
think it's gray.
Dark. Yeah, that's nice.
It's gray.
It's coming across as like
This
a
is the
steel.
more blue.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some really fun options there. It's a great yarn.
Ikigai is run by Pam Powers, and she has a really great aesthetic, and she loves knitting, but she loves crocheting too.
She does some fun embellishments too. We have a little embroidery thing coming from her.
And we have that really fun kit.
Yes.
Too.
Yeah, it's great. That's a good option for anyone to do. And then we'll post I think a reel with like all the pictures we've had of pillows that have come in. We took down our bunk beds because we are moving on.
Yep.
Yeah. But, okay, there's another thing has caught our eye this past week or so, and that's Modern Daily Knitting is talking all about their temperature blanket projects. And, again, with blankets and snuggling, that's kind of our, thought process here.
It's all in our head.
It's all in our heads. You can follow along, right? So...
Sue seems to be able to read my mind.
These
most of the
bundles of felted tweed, which is a 40-year-old yarn. It's been around for a long time. Not these skeins. But that's the sign of a really good yarn. It's not been discontinued.
Right.
They
colors
add
have
colors
morphed and stuff.
It's one that is a classic.
So for the temperature blanket, we actually created 2 kits. We have a temperature blanket if you go to it on our website. So we have basically, this probably isn't the exact colors we'll pick, but 12 colors for the starter set and 24 colors for the super set.
Right, and someone came in the shop on Saturday, they're like, I need to get a gift for my mom.
Right.
And we helped him put together this.
And so
Mom, if you're watching, we hope you like it.
We're not saying who it was. But the pattern that works really good for a temperature blanket is this garter stitch blanket. The garter stripe shawl, and it is a K-facet pattern. It's out of Modern Daily Knitting Masterclass. It's the field guide number 13. So, but equally...
Right, and so Modern Daily... They have temperature blanket options with pops.
Right. Oh, I would love to see how that works.
Pops, I think, in felted tweed. And then log cabin, like mini log cabins also for temperature blanket.
Good sneak.
Uh-oh. Bless you. Okay.
Sorry.
And that's kind of a classic one. And then we, last year, everyone was kind of going crazy for the Color Explosion Throw.
And it's gorgeous.
And that's another example of how yummy.
I mean, it's gorgeous.
It is gorgeous. And felted tweed is perfect for that. I think you could probably make that a temperature blanket, too, if you wanted to.
Yeah, I kind of did wonder, I'm not sure how that would work for a daily thing, but...
you could make it work.
Figure it out.
You could make, like, smaller strips. Couldn't you? More narrow strips? Susan's got this one going. Like, this is a strip per pattern. I think for temperature, you could just maybe make narrower strips.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to think about that one for a little bit, but yeah.
I bet people have thought about
it. It's gorgeous. And the way that this blanket works, it's based on marling.
So
mixing
that's two different colors together. You get endless possibilities for combos, and then
you switch one color at a time. So you start with 2, and then you drop one, add one, then you drop the first one and add one.
Right.
That's pretty predictable knitting. Ashley, we borrowed this from Ashley, and it's gorgeous. She made 2 last year, in the course of maybe 5 months.
Blanket patterns.
This is hers, and she made one for her mom. And by Mother's Day, so she loved this pattern.
I love
it is also nice and snuggly. It's really gorgeous.
Yeah, I just love.
And I know we've got a few out in the world being worked on.
You know, this would be a fun thing to have. Just when you're like, I don't know how those colors are going to look together. I'm like over here. I love these colors together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's yummy. Becky, you made one.
Love these colors together.
Yep.
It was a fun project. It was easy to do. It was interesting because of the color changes.
Right.
And I gave it to my nephew in Minneapolis. For his first new house.
Damn
Now I
that!
need to make
Now
one
you
for
want
myself.
it back.
Make one for yourself.
I asked her to do it
So
myself.
there's, I mean, again, it's just a matter of time in our lives, but this is yummy, yummy, yummy. And Felt a Tweet is a great yarn.
Okay.
Okay, so thanks to everyone who participated in Snuggle Along.
I know
fun.
it was really fun, and we'll make sure that we post all the photos of all the.
Got some good
We
ideas.
had people
for
like
pillows.
bringing them in all the time. Somebody got a little mixed up and said they wanted to vote.
It wasn't a voting
Yeah.
one, so that, I mean, as
not-
we're doing the
yeah.
voting thing, anyway.
Yeah, it was kind of funny.
Yeah. So our next like friendly competition is Soxies, and that officially starts tomorrow. So Soxies, if you're doing it, you're getting a mug.
Yep.
You get 15% off your sock yarn. We added a new category.
I feel like we added 2 new categories.
Well, yeah, we're going to add a single sock category
right.
based on a couple of suggestions on the weekend. We
But they
also
knew they-
added thicker is
is
better. For thicker
Thicker is always
socks.
better.
We have new sock
That's
yarn.
thicker.
That would be like your worsted DK weight sock.
Right.
Nice and squishy.
Right.
So our hedgehog arrived as promised. We're going to give you a little show and tell about
Yep.
that.
Okay,
This
so
one's called Sugar. Love it. This one is not. That's, okay, that's Tweety, which we love too. This one is called Sea Glass, and great, like good colors in there. It reads, pastel, but there's some dark speckles in
are
there.
these all of them? 12?
I think so.
Okay, doesn't look like 12.
No, I don't think it's all.
Oh, it's not all of them?
Okay, this
Oh,
one's called Blue Lobster.
Here's PB&J. Love that peanut butter color that's in there.
I know.
This one is Dada, and Linda, explain that. I thought it was someone's dad.
Well, and it could be because the lady from Hedgehog
Has a
actually
new
baby,
couple new baby, yeah.
but Dada is a form of art from the early, 20th century.
Okay, cool.
Dadaism. Okay. This one's called Daisy Chain.
Here's one. This one is
And
Squid.
it's been super popular.
That one has been very popular. I personally love this pastel. This one is Oyster. I can't wear that pale pink, but I love it.
This one's called A Day in May. Here, hand me Squid.
So pop these into like a colorwork sweater. The colorwork part is so fun.
I know.
With a solid. It's great.
And actually, Hedgehog,
Fade.
the gal that that does Hedgehog, she came out with this really cute shawl. It's called Glow. What's that?
Rosy Glow.
Rosy Glow. And so this is one of the fades that she came up with
Oh, that's pretty.
that she thought would be gorgeous for that. So
Beautiful.
it's the Squid, Blue Lobster, and A Day in May. And there's a few other ones, and we definitely could put some together for you. But it's kind of a simple little shawl. But I love her patterns. I've knit.
They're free.
The
That's the
scarfy
nice thing.
Yeah, she always has
So-
her patterns are free.
There's some cute baby patterns too, baby sweaters.
I know. She's.
Really fun.
I love her colors.
That fade is gorgeous. Yeah. Really beautiful. Okay, I think we are we're done.
Yeah. So
Thank you so much.
thank you
for
for
watching,
hanging out with us
for
and
everything.
We'll see you next week.
Have a great day.